Welcome back to investRand's YouTube channel, and this is the channel for successful property investors and future successful property investors. And in today's video, we're going to be taking the guesswork out of property investing, talking about how do you get proper property manager. You know, as a property investor, that is very challenging to actually manage your property, satisfy your tenant, make sure you take care of the property maintenance. And this is where property manager that comes in so he can take off all these things that you don't like to do, so you can focus on expanding and building your property portfolio. In this video, you're going to be giving you 3 steps on exactly how you find, vet, and appoint a property manager. And if you listen to this video until the end, then you're going to be able to just put a contract in place and appoint the right property manager for you that is trustworthy and be able to deliver better on your property business. So now let's dive into it. The first step that you want to do is to find a property manager. How do you find? Well, at investRand, we do know that this is one of the most crucial part of your business as a property investor. Without the right property manager, success is not guaranteed for you. And by the way, there's a study that says properties that are managed by property managers have less vacancies than the ones that are managed by a property owner. So how do you find a property manager on investRand? To find a property manager on investRand, you simply have to visit our marketplace and browse through the list of property management services and other service providers, and you can be able to select the best property manager for you. What's the advantage of doing this? If you might ask me, as you can see here, find rate of the property managers, and also you can be able to compare prices and rate fees of the property managers that you have. And lastly, you can also get differential fee for using the marketplace, especially if you contact them through investment marketplace. The second part though is you can actually go online or get recommendations from other property owners. Ask them, hey guys, so who's managing your property? And maybe they can give you 1, 2, 3 people who can be able to help you out in terms of managing your property. And after you do that, you must check their website, social media, and make sure you go to online reviews. Check Hello Peter if that's your preference, or Google reviews. Or maybe you can even just ask on Facebook if there's other people who use. Otherwise, whatever way you prefer to use, you just need to make sure that you find somebody who has managed properties similar to yours, which leads me to the second step, which is vetting a property manager. So when it comes to this step, first thing you want to do is make sure that this person, property manager, has actually managed property similar to yours, similar in size, area, and also perhaps they arrange, we have a multi-lab, student accommodation, etc. You also need to do the second part, which is ask for references. If you already checked their website, social media, and online reviews, ask them to give you some clients that they've worked with before, just to make sure that you've done your homework thorough. I want to tell you something. Most of us as property investors, we skip this part. Speak to a few clients and ask them, did they enjoy working with this person? And also, what would they say about the services that was delivered by this individual or company? The second part is also asking them about how was his response or her response in times of need? Were they responding promptly and also professionally or not? And the third part is to make sure that they are compliant with the Estate Agency Affairs Board, which is the EAAB. They must have a valid FFC license, and that is required for every property manager in South Africa. If they don't have that, then you need to find somebody who does. The last bit of it is to actually make sure that you understand the fees that they're going to be charging you. What do the fees include, and also what's not included? And for you to do that, I recommend you ask for a contract and you go through the contract thoroughly. However, after you do this, you want to invite them on an interview. I recommend interviewing 2 to 3 property managers before you hire one. And here are some of the questions you can ask very easily in that interview. Some of the questions you can ask is, how do you vet tenants? Why do you want to ask this? You want to check if they check proof of employment. Do they check the credit history? Do they check any eviction history? And also, what else do they do to make sure that you find in the right tenant? The second question you can ask is about eviction. You don't want to go through eviction. However, if it happens that you do, you need to ask, what do they do? Do they start the process from end to end without you being involved, or your little involvement, or do they want you to find somebody else to do that for you? Whatever the process is, you need to be able to understand. And obviously, I don't want to mention the fees because that's an obvious one, but you need to ask their fees and also what do they include. But that you're going to be able to see in the contract that you can be able to get as well. And the other one is, what's the vacancy rate in their portfolio? They have an entire portfolio. What's the current vacancy rate and why? They must tell you that too. And the last question you want to ask is, how do they handle maintenance on the property. That's also something that you need to understand. And look, I'll make a separate video to go into these questions in much detail, but these are some of the crucial questions you can ask in order for you to get the right property manager. The third step is your final step. This is where you appoint your property manager. Before you do anything with the agreement, you need to first make sure that you went through the contract, you understand the fee structure and what is involved in their contract. Are they going to be paying the levies on your behalf? How many times do they do inspections? And also, are they going to be handle the maintenance of the units? What is the maintenance plan that they're going to be putting together? And the biggest one, which most of us get wrong, is the communication. And when they send in their monthly reporting, are they going to be sending it to your email? Are you going to be using an app? Or what are they going to be using to make sure that they keep you updated on your property? Those are some of the things that you need to be sure about, the duties they will be delivering and your side and obligations that you have to deliver. And if you go through all that contract and check if there's any other clauses that you don't discuss or maybe need clarity on, this is the time that you be able to do that. And the other thing as well is also to make sure that everything that it can be additional to what they're doing. Perhaps you want to pay the levies for yourself. Perhaps you want to handle some of the municipal fees that you're going to be paying yourself and things like that. That is actually written in the contract as well. So those are some of the things that you want to be very, very clear about from the beginning. The last part is to ensure that you understand all the services the property manager will provide you, including the advertising, how much are they going to charge you for tenants placement, and also how much are they going to be charging you in terms of fees, is there VAT included or not, etc., etc. So that's actually very, very important for you. So this is where if you manage to go through everything here and you're happy with everything, you then put everything in writing in an agreement or contract, and then you sign it up and you make sure that you sealed the deal with appointing your property manager. And if you've done this part, then congratulations on appointing a property manager. You've went through finding, you vetted the individual or the company, and you managed to check your contract and make sure that you understand the services they're going to be providing, your obligations and duties and theirs, and also the method of communications going forward, the inspections, how many times they're going to be doing it, maintenance plan, etc., and you appointed them successfully. Otherwise, you've done this part, then you have successfully appointed a property manager. So if you like videos like this and you got value from this one, make sure you like. And as I told you, you're going to be knowing exactly what to do if you're looking to appoint or hire a property manager for your property, your growing property portfolio. And make sure that you like, subscribe, and also share this video with somebody who can benefit from it. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.